Sup YouTube? So I'm back, I am Will, I am one half performance tennis training. So today, as you see from my thumbnail, we're looking at how to unlock more power on your ground strokes. So one thing that I'm teaching a lot when I'm actually teaching tennis, which is a regular occurrence, is the power of the hips. So you see a lot of players that really struggle. You see this medicine ball in my hand? I'll show you why I have that in my hand in a second. But the important part is that I see a lot of 3-0, 3-5, if you're from England, kind of a 10-8-2, 10-2 territory, where players are not really engaging the lower half of their body. What you see a lot of, if I look at Alcaraz right now, we'll put a side of him right here by me, is that if you look at how much he engages his hips before impact, he's really trying to get that torque into the swing of the shot, which you see a lot of kind of beginner players really struggle. They get very top heavy and rely on their muscles in the wrong way. And the biggest muscle groups is your hamstrings, your quads, and your butt. They're the three, one of the biggest, well, your butt's your biggest muscle group in your body. So you want to try and use that as you're going along. So again, the example I mentioned the medicine ball before. I want to teach you guys the importance of engaging your hips. So on the eye above here, which is my left shoulder, you should see it up here, there's the 4 S's, which is one of another videos that works on you engaging the body at certain points and how to get more power efficiently. Well, in this part, we're going to work with your hips and specialize in the hips. So I want to see you guys, when you're doing your ground strokes, first of all, get a really good base. I see a lot of players that really struggle with keeping their foundation set. You want to be planted for a majority of the swing. So again, if I'm doing a backhand or one-handed backhand like I have, or two-handed backhand, you'll see, again, Alcaraz, let's look at Novak actually next to me. When he hits, he's engaging his hips here. He's not engaging as he's hitting and coming through and losing his balance. You can see how they are forcing and firing that rear hip through the swings. They are not rotating. I hate when people say you're rotating. You are rotating, but you're not. You're actually pulling. You're pulling a force. So when I'm doing working with some clients, what I'll do is I'll stand behind them and I'll grab their racket and I'll pull against their racket. If I do this here, that's engaging my hip. So they come through, they begin to pull that mass through the shot rather than being off balance. So I'm going to do a few examples here, some hand feeds, because I haven't got Mike with me today, some hand feeds of the difference between the two swings, and we're going to give you an understanding of what improves, and then we're going to go to the racquetball courts, and we're going to do some medicine ball work. Because people ask me, well, you know, it's good me telling you, but how can I do exercises that involve it? Medicine ball work. Work on that being against a nice firm wall, concrete wall, and that nice simple repetition. So what I might do actually, rather than going in there, I might have just an image of me next to me doing that. We'll just see what I decide in about a minute or so. So I'll put my ball down. I'm going to show you the difference of how being balanced is so important. So I'll see you guys in that transition now. All right, so back again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand feed to some shots. So I'm going to hand feed and show you the difference of what people really, really struggle with. So classic positioning, which people have a really bad time with, is the lofty left leg. So the lofty left leg is where you're hitting your shot. I'm going to move this camera a little bit this way. The lofty left leg is this shot. I'm hitting my shot and I'm lifting up my front foot, which can be an absolute nightmare when it comes to getting rotation. Because think about it, if I'm trying to lift my front foot, how can I pull a force through if I've lost my foundation? Like I always try and teach that your tennis game is like a house. It's a foundation, it's a house. It is a way that if your foundations are poor, the house will crumble. So again, if I've got this good base and I'm coming through, I can really have a strength on the shot. But if I'm lifting, I can't engage that left hip. Well, in this case, my rear hips, I'm doing forehands. So let's go again. If you're one of these people that do this, this is what's going to help you a great deal. Keep your feet on the ground as much as you can. Don't be that guy that lifts off. Hold. See, I'm trying to fire my hip. Obviously, I'm not doing the shot in motion, but I want you guys to get used to the idea of firing your hip and then releasing. So in the tennis world, we call this the pivot step. So I call the switch step as well. It's where you're able to engage the hip and then come through. That's a really beneficial thing to do. If you are the kind of person that's stuck and spending more energy rebalancing, you're the people that I'm helping right now. I want to try again. See, you got to engage and then catch. It's not a swing. It's not a shot where you're doing it here. You see, I'm not engaging my hip. I'm just swinging. So again, I've lost my foundation. I want to be fully balanced, set, and go. That heavy, heavy rotation. So I'm going to do some examples here, just some fast ones in slow-mo on the forehand and just on the backhand side. But again, it's that engage and go, engage and go, engage and go. Now I'm really driving the ball, and my ball obviously is going very flat. If I want it more spin, I just change that mechanic. But the last one they can see how I've come through, and I'm trying to hold on as long as I can, and I'm catching. So I'm always keeping 2 points of contact on the ground. Even if it's quite a small difference, even if it's just that, 2 points of contact on the ground is super important. Like even though Rafa, and I'll put him here, if you look at his ground strokes, even though he's got so much things going on, his actual base is incredible, incredible. He moves so well and so, not recklessly, but angrily, that when he's in position, it's awesome to see. So, I'm going to see you guys on the backhand side now, and then we're going to go to the medicine ball wall and do some work on the medicine ball. Right, see you guys in a second. That was weird. All right, so we've got a little difference in audio, so if you can probably still hear me, you probably can. Again, what I'm going to do is just do 4 or 5 of these, just get you used to the backhand two-handed. I did forehand before, just backhand, just give you some slow-mos, and then we're going to go to the medicine ball wall and work on that rotation from there on. So just 4 fast ones, just nice and easy, and again, showing that rotation. There, rotation through. And you see I'm trying to engage my hip before I hit my follow-through. Through. Oh, that was long. 2 more. Again, engage the hip. Through. And you see I'm trying not to over swing and off balance. It's that firing and then going through. So that's the backhand side as well. We're now going to jump over to the medicine ball wall, but the wall, and work on this and give you some techniques where you can work on just nice and easy hip rotation with a simple medicine ball. Right, I'll see you inside the wall. See ya. So I'm in our kind of weight room here, or kind of like a cardio room. Again, this is what you want to do. It's not that complex. And you want to work on just, again, a heavy ball. This is about a 4-pound ball. You want to look about 10 pounds. So there's a bit more weight to it. If it's too light, you're not really forcing your hip to be involved. So it's that idea of you trying to engage, 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 and then try and move further back and get further and further back. So if I go here, and I put myself behind you here, the idea of trying to engage there. 1, step back, 2, 3, 4, and closer. 1, 2, 3. Another way of doing this is just kind of easy, is get really close. So get really close. Almost close down to the camera now. But here, bang, bang, fire, fire, fire. Be quick and powerful. You want this to be a very snappy shot. You want your hips to snap through. So fire, fire. So in Spain, I was training about 16, 17, and then back in England, obviously, academies throughout most of my childhood at least, most of it at least, if it got too expensive, is we did a lot of medicine ball work, a lot of resistance band work. Again, super important. The more you can use your hips, the more you can use your hips, the better you will be. You'll be stronger, more efficient. There's a reason why, right down there, tennis players are jacked here. They're jacked. Not just, some players that are really tall, like Suarez is very tall and lanky, but they're still extremely strong from core to hips to butt, and quads and hands. All from the legs. The more balanced you can be, the more lower with more rotation, as also the pull rotation, the better your shots will be. So again, if you like this kind of content, this is me done for now. And again, the people that have been involved so far on the channel, thank you so much. The ones that are commenting, I deleted a comment before by someone, and I'm really sorry. I was responding to a comment and then pressed cancel. So if it's you, I'm really sorry. But if you like this kind of content and want to see more of this, again, drill that like button and a few comments, see what you think. And obviously, if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. And again, this is the one thing that we're going to do. The more next video is probably backhand returns. I mentioned this in my other video, which is left side. Somewhere over here, somewhere above me. I was looking about backhand returns. That is something we're going to touch on, especially the one-hander, the importance of doing that. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys in the future, and I appreciate you watching all this far. Thanks a lot. Bye.